One of the reasons why fans turned against Atazwane is because of the things that he said in the media. They did not translate to what actually happened in the field of play. And now Ntseki, a more experienced coach who I expected better from when it comes to dealing with the media, has kind of sort of followed up in what Uzwane was doing. We're also going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs' signings and their plans and what they're trying to do with regards to its development and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo. I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. You know me. Whether there is load shedding or no load shedding, I will make sure there is a video even under a poll. This is all the light that I can get. So forgive me for the very extremely dark environment. But anyway, let's continue with the video. They were asking Ntseki obviously about the reaction Yama fans to his appointment, and he says, Yazi, you know when someone starts well and you're like, okay, this is a good answer. He's like, no, this is nothing new to me. People have always doubted me, that sort of a thing, and they've questioned my approach, like the player-based approach, whatever, which I think is a good thing, because when he's talking about player-based approach, I didn't see that much. But anyways, say player-based approach because you're expecting that, he's going to see the kind of players that he has and then gear the system towards the players that he has, which means if he sees good quality Chiefs is not great, he might go back to market as Pegan. But as long as we win. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is he continues talking. He's like, oh, the negativity, blah, 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 it has happened to me and all of that stuff. And then he says this. And then he says, but then again, it might also have to do with the fact that I'm South African. And South Africans, they don't like themselves or one another, something like that. And I stop. I'm like, my nigga, I'm sorry. Why? Why would you go there? Why would you go there? Like this thing, the reaction, the anger, my fans had nothing to do with the fact that Ntseki is South African. It had zero, zilch, nada, nothing about that. Like, Askalila, can we start here? Okay, first of all, look at Ntseki himself. Let's put him on the side for now. Let's look at what was happening before Ntseki got appointed as a Kaizer Chiefs coach. What was happening is that Kaizer Chiefs were talking to Nasreddin Nabi and the move fell through. So the fans were angry because one thing failed or fell through. It didn't happen. So then they went on and appointed another coach. That was the first frustration. This had nothing to do with Ntseki on his own. The first thing is there to Guti. Nasreddin Nabi, he still didn't materialize, and fans were still angry at that. And from there, then we transition to Ntseki, who now you look at him and you think, which team has he coached? Which team has he won anything for? You look at him, there's nothing there. So now, how are you going to jump the reason Yoguti fans were angry with Nasreddin Nabi? You're going to jump the fact that I haven't won anything for a senior club in South African football. I also coached Bafana. I got fired. Why are you jumping all these three things in record lako and you jumping straight to no, South Africans hate each other? How are we jumping to that? How are we skipping the other three things before that? And there's a fourth thing. Even if this was about your nationality being South African, it's not personal and the fact that we hate you as a South African. No, it's because of the fact that if you look at all the coaches that have coached the Kaizer Chiefs, I don't like saying this, but it's the fact. The most successful coaches who have coached the Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, for the fact, have been coaches from abroad. They have not been coaches from South Africa. So this has nothing to do with hating you, but it has to do with the track record. Let's make an example. If I am mating a girl from, let's just say, Spain, and girls from Spain are famous for not lasting in relationships for more than 3 months, then if I'm doubting this girl will be in a long-term relationship with me, why would they say, oh no, you are just being racist? No, it's the track record yakuguti. When from the people that you've dated, you've not had a long-term relationship with them, so I'm doubting Uguti you'll have a long relationship with me. So this has nothing to do with the fact that you are from Spain, although that might be true for other people from Spain, But I'm also looking at you, Guti. Your track record itself also speaks, Guti. You have not had long-term relationship with the people that you have dated. So how am I going to be different? Right? And given the fact that there's been a struggle with Kaizer Chiefs, and when you have not had a good track record with your previous clubs, with the national team, with whoever, how are you now just going to boom transition into a cup winning machine? It's okay. I support Ntseki. Don't get me wrong. I want him to win stuff for Chiefs. I fully support him. But I don't want people playing this card Yoguti all the time. It has to do with the fact that I'm blacky. It has to do with the fact that I'm South African. Animeni. This has nothing to do with you like just being South African. There are other reasons before we even get to that. And it's not because we hate South Africans, but it's because the track record of South Africans coaching Chiefs has not been great. I rest my case there. And then we move on to, please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you're enjoying it. Literally, we always say this. 65% of you guys who watch these videos are actually not subscribed. And that hurts my feelings because that means, I don't know. I don't even know the terminology. Just please subscribe to the channel and like the video and share the video because, yeah, maybe more people in your WhatsApp, maybe more people on your Facebook are also looking for a channel that talks about Kaizer Chiefs, you know. Just saying. Anyways, let's move on to Kaizer Chiefs. Caleb Bonfilis, Caleb Pimenyimana has come back to Chiefs. If you haven't seen the pictures, he was there with the team yesterday when they were launching the kit, which means Caleb is not leaving, which is good and bad news, depending on which side you are on. We've talked about Caleb. I'm not going to talk about Caleb right now. Moving on to another player, what am I even saying? Utitejane, who's the right wing back, good development at Chiefs. Apparently, Kaizer Chiefs are offering him a 3-year, not career, contract. What am I even saying? It's dark. My mind is going offline. So Chiefs apparently are offering Utitejane a 3-year contract to sign and stay with the senior team. Which, as I'm thinking right now, initially was like, okay, they're promoting the boys. But literally, right now, I'm thinking, Ntseki, when he started on against the Young, yes, there is Uguti is experimenting. But it also started with Ukwenika, which made me think, maybe it doesn't trust the right backs that we have. Could it be possible that they are promoting Utitejane because they don't have as much faith on the current right backs? It's just a question. I'm not saying that's what's happening. But it's something that to look out for, because if they are promoting him and they're giving him a 3-year contract, that means they see something there. And also, Chiefs, remember, wanted a human. He signed with Amazulu. Chiefs wanted to Kim Vuidi, and now he has been signed by a Pirate. So you can forget about those boys. And also, Nokapinga has also been signed by a Pirate. So that concludes that conversation of attacking midfielders. And I'll be honest with you, Mina, I don't mind this. I don't mind Humeni, Kim Vuiti, and Kapinga not coming to Chiefs. Not because they are terrible players, no. But to me, I want us to prioritize. Mina, I am that person. My head is hurt. Like it's there is the itch. Yoguti, we still don't have okay, fine. Ukasteo can play as a defensive midfield. He is a defensive midfield, but we still don't have cover quality. Because you remember, Uzwane was starting to promise when Blom was there. Blom leaves, and then it went to us. So I think Chiefs should what am I even saying? Chiefs should just prioritize a defensive midfielder. And I don't know, Ngob Caleb is back here, manje. I think they should still prioritize a defensive midfielder. And maybe a strike. But that's it for today. What do you think about everything that I've said? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I recorded. And until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.